Jean-Pierre Interview, tell us how you got into jewelry design.
Well, it started out at a very early stage. I mean, I was quite young at the beginning, and I'm still young. I think of myself as being like a retiree. I'm doing this mostly for fun. I'm working in jewelry since 1979 now, and I'm having still fun with metal and stones and pearls. So that's why I'm doing this.
So what were you doing in 78?
Pardon me?
What were you doing in 1978?
78?
Yes.
I was starting. Let's say that I was learning my skills, and then it started out in 79.
So what inspires your pieces?
Mostly architecture. In the 80s, the 90s, I was working with a certain style that take inspiration from the architects, and now I'm coming back to this same inspiration. I mean, architecture inspires me a lot. I really love it.
Tell me a little bit more, why architecture?
Well, it's building things. Architecture means implying human into a space. Like jewelry, you step into a ring, you get your finger into it, you put a necklace around your neck. That's being part of a piece of art. It's like architecture. So you step into a house by the door. That's, for me, it's a way of thinking, approaching the old concept of making rings or making a building. I mean, you have to get the human into it.
So this current collection is all rings. Do you do necklaces?
I do, but by those days it's mostly rings. I mean, this is it.
I understand you undertook pleasure as a theme for this particular collection. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, having pleasure is not having any restriction, using the material, using the look, the design. I'm really interested to. I don't have to make any compromising with anything. So this is where I get my fun. I mean, I do exactly what I want.
So when you say you do exactly what you want, give us an idea of one of your pieces here that you gave yourself free rein to come up with different concepts in some of your pieces.
That one here?
Yes.
Well, that ring has been, well, there are 3 rings. Those 3 rings has been created Frank Gehry's work. Frank Gehry is an architect that I respect most, and he does integrate his building into the landscape. So if you look at those 3 rings, you will notice that they have been integrated into their repository. So you can have them apart and have this piece of architecture in your hand that you can fit in. And this is the idea. I want people to face an object and then use it as an adornment. That's it.
So show us the first one.
That one here?
Yes. So again, this is all from Frank Gehry.
Well, not directly inspired because, well, I've looked through many of his work, and when I notice his shapes, it's so clean. That is why I decided to go clean, because in the former years, I was using different techniques that was bring us, like on the repository, you can feel the texture. This texture has been used for over, let's say, 5 or 6 years by my studio, and now I move towards something very slim and sleek and well, sleek.
Tell us about the stand that comes with, I believe, all the rings. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. What was the inspiration for the stand? I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's a way to...
Thanks. Well, it's simply Japanese inspiration. I really love bonsai, so it's my kind of way to... I need something to support the ring and to let it move freely instead of having a ring stand like the usual plastic ring stand we have. So I really appreciate the way that you can have something really nice on your desk and then being able to take it off and wear with it.
Merci beaucoup.
Bienvenue.